The feeling you get when you finish something that you said you were going to finish.
Keep looking around, even though it will make you want to scream and shout. Who am I now, and will I ever feel my heart again?
I have so many projects everywhere in the house. And I've tried all the advice, but I'm done. I started with a garage, but this is a much deeper problem. I swear I've done this a million times. And because I don't want this to happen a million times more, I'm willing to do something totally different. So I sat down to think what needs to change, because that's what I'm going to do. Incomplete project. One of the things I realize as I'm editing the video is that I need to be really honest with myself. And the first thing I notice is that I've been biting more than I can chew. For example, take this frame. I started this project 2 months ago because I thought it would be quick. I had an old frame, I had the vision, but that's how so much of this garage filled up. Not with junk, but with good ideas. And maybe you've got a version of this too.
So hot, wanna shock my body. Come on, come alive. If you want a good time, you got me. Lights, camera, action. If you wanna love somebody.
Up until now, everything was going great. I was making messes in the garage, messes in the house, but there was progress until there wasn't, and I got stuck. And then we had company, and I had to put the table back in the garage with a half-finished project. And I've noticed this is a cycle. The garage becomes the dumping ground. I am so annoyed. I'm supposed to be cleaning my garage. And I feel like this is something I have done every 6 months. And I've recently declared a season of completion because I want to get shit done. I don't want this anymore. Thank God for good friends, because I told my friend Heather and she said, my husband can help you.
Whoa, who you know that get it jumping like this? Like anything I touch is go, they call me Mighty.
I think once we nail it, it's going to be a lot better, right? Initially, I had convinced Heather to just help me. And we were trying until Heather got smart and was like, no, we need help. At first, this frustrated me because I didn't want to need help. I wanted to be the kind of person who could figure it out on my own. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized this wasn't about cleaning a garage. This was years of unfinished projects, postponed decisions, and things that I kept holding on to because I thought I would eventually have the time or money to finish them. Okay, well, this room isn't completed, but this frame is, and that's progress, and it's music to my ears. I can't wait to show you what this room is going to look like too. This sofa table, for example, was really cool. Well, every single one of these projects started as a good idea and turned into something that just waited for me. When I took it outside in lots of rain, if you can look at the bottom, it didn't work out so well. So now I'm trying to decide if I can still use it somehow in the garden or if it's totally destroyed. I think it's totally destroyed. I think we need to get rid of it. I don't know why I have to get to a point where I'm just like fed up with it. I want to be able to discern a lot faster in a much simpler way. Like if I had the filters already established, it might be a lot easier. By filters, I mean boundaries, rules. When is it too much? Is this not a good idea? And just, does this really add joy to your life, or are you just going to give yourself more work? The plan was to make a little something to go outside, buy the bird feeder. I'm creating a bird sanctuary. And I think they'll look perfect with that other AI bird feeder. So I've got this as a project. Do you see how my brain works? I don't even know what I would be doing. No, those birdhouses can just be decor in the porch. And that's that. I gotta stop myself. Do you do this too? And I have one more DIY that I need to, two. I have something else I need to show you. And by the way, there's way more than 2 other projects. Who am I kidding? These were really badass. Lies, all lies. They were just director's chairs that were kind of cool, but they weren't like badass. But because I hung on to them for so long, they kind of got ruined. Humidity and mold got to them. And I'm trying to decide, because there's so many little grooves, that I would either have to get like a sandblaster or spend some really good amount of time sanding and restaining. I gotta tell you, editing this and watching it, it's so cringe. Gosh. I probably don't need these either. I think they're so cool though. I don't know if I'll regret not keeping them. But in the meantime, it's just sitting there in my pile of guilt. I do feel overwhelmed at times, and I think, how can I make it better? As I'm being honest with myself and trying to decide what is the problem. I really have 2 problems. One is that I have acquired too many DIY dreams. If you're a DIYer and you're handy somewhat, you know what I'm talking about. You get this like, I can do that moment. That's one problem. The other problem is that I have guilt. It's not about how we can clean it. It's about how we can keep it clean. Also, how many ladders are you supposed to have? Because look how many, I have 1 ladder, little step stool here, a step stool by the laundry, a step stool upstairs, 3, which this one I love, it's my favorite ladder, but 3 different ladders here, and I have one outside. I don't need more ladders. I need a clear no. Did you notice there were 3 fridges in this garage? A little one's for the outdoor kitchen, but this one had no purpose. I listed this one on Facebook Marketplace, and a young couple came to get it, and they were so excited to upgrade their fridge. And I was so empowered for letting it go. And maybe now I can make some real progress. The new rule is, if I have too many of one thing, it's time to pass it on to someone else. And forget Pinterest perfection. I really want this to be functional, to get our 2 cars in, and to feel lighthearted. I don't want a mess constantly that's bogging me down. I'm gonna give this to the Goodwill. Somebody else can work on this. I get a dopamine high from the idea and from starting the project. And not finishing projects makes me feel bad about myself. I told my friend that I would fix her blackboard because I painted a giant blackboard in my kitchen area. When you use the chalk markers, sometimes they ghost really bad. See, you can see right here, it ghosts really bad. So I was going to redo it for her and then tell her just use chalk. That was about a year ago. And in the spirit of finishing things that I started, I'm going to finish this. I'm also going to give it to her. And next time, I'm going to think it through before I say I'm going to do something for someone else. Oh my gosh, take a look. I actually finished my friend's blackboard. Yes, it took me 1 year. That's okay. That's okay. It's fine. It's done. It's completed. It's in my season of completion. And I actually ended up giving a couple of coats to mine because those markers, you know, there was like a Happy Easter my daughter had drawn on the bottom, and that extra coat really took care of it. So I'm so excited. Lots of things getting done around here. Yes, yes, yes. Guilty. I have so many boxes from purchases. Oh my gosh. I bet a lot of you guys do too, though. Don't lie. got the cars in. Now there's a little problem. It's a little tight. I noticed on the right side of my van that there's still some items that need to be removed, and I can totally do it. I talked to my husband, and in the shed we can put the push mower and then that little fridge on the right side too. That's for the outdoor kitchen that I'm working on. We are able to get in and out, but it's pretty tight, and it would be a lot more comfortable if I could get that done. So that's in the next project. But for now, this is good enough. Do you struggle with any of these things? Do you have a lot of things in your attic, your garage, your storage place somewhere that you're just like, why do I do this? What am I doing? And what do you do? I'd love to know. Even if you have done things a certain way forever, but you're now noticing that the seasons of your life have changed, your needs have changed, and you're tired of doing things a certain way, that's okay. We can make it better. We can take all the lessons learned and grow from it. And I'm on a very exciting path to simplify my life, to enjoy more, and to make my life easier.